Hi, everybody. Welcome to Intuitive Pulchritude. I'm so glad you could join me today. If you are new, thanks for stopping by. If you're returning, welcome back and thanks for being loyal. So, we're going to go ahead and jump into the storyline for today. So, we have Roundabout, Beehive, Symphony, Birdcage, Ballet Shoes, and Friends. So, this story could be about someone who they had a lot of connections, whether that be ties with friends, families, romantic partners, but they were definitely devoted to these people, codependent on these people. These people had a lot of control of or on their decision making and even possibly the way they could have treated other people. So we're going to get into what's really going on here with this community of folks who has some type of tie over this person in our story here. Yeah, this could have been even third parties this person had. But yeah, they were being controlled. Like their decisions, anything they would do, these people had a lot of influence on it. We have the magician in reverse. Yeah, this person was manipulated easily by these people. Yeah, death in reversed. They didn't want to resist. They resisted change. They knew that these people could have been, taking them down the wrong road, giving them bad advice, and they didn't do anything to stop it. This them doing this could have resulted in endings that they didn't see coming. The lovers in reverse, yeah. If they're involved with the third party that they may have been listening to, there's trust issues there, conflict there. They could even be experiencing some detachment from each other. Knight of Coins. Yeah. And they were consistent with this too, listening to these people. And it slowed them down. It slowed down their mental, it slowed down their finances. This backfired. It could have been that they were going to these people for advice, but it didn't work out too well for them. This was a huge backfire. This person is constantly on their toes now because they don't know who they can trust. They thought these people had their back, and they're finding out this is not a community of people that they should even be taking advice from. These people are toxic. Yeah, they were codependent on these people. The moon in reverse. Yeah, they're seeing through the illusions now that these people brought. These people just didn't want them to be happy. They didn't want them to make the right decision. They wanted them to stay trapped, be oblivious to what was right and what was wrong. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, now this person is depressed. Literally depressed. Let's get into why they're depressed. Like what was this advice that these people were giving them? Strength in reverse. Yeah, they were just control here. This person wanted control. These people wanted control over this person. That was too many. I don't want to take all those. This whole dynamic was about control. Not wanting to see someone level up and move on, be happy, be successful. Seems like with someone else. The world in reverse. Yeah, now this person feels empty. They feel so empty because they realize that these people who they were taking advice from, Three of Cups under the deck. Yeah, this person was indulging with third parties, and now they're seeing that these third parties didn't even want them to be truly happy. A few weeks could be significant. Yeah, this person didn't want to change. They knew they had to, but they wanted to keep being connected to these third parties and these family or friends that was just giving them really bad advice. They were stuck under illusions. These people could have acted like they really cared about this person and their well-being, and that wasn't the case. That was a lot. That wasn't the case at all. These people felt like if they lost control of this person, whatever they were benefiting from, they wouldn't get it anymore. Heartbreak and divine masculine, yeah. This person could have been a divine masculine had they made the right decisions, but they didn't, and it broke their own heart. They feel so low and alone now. They feel like they have to walk on eggshells around these people. Like, they can't really say how they feel. They can't be vulnerable because these people may judge them. They don't know who to trust either. But this person had a choice to be better, and they didn't. So what can you do? And this lover that they're connected to, who they no longer trust, they're refusing to end it. But my thing is, why are you wanting to stay connected to someone who you know you don't even really feel trust for, love for? There's constant conflict. This person is very insecure, has low self-esteem, and really doesn't love themselves, because there's no way that you would choose to be or to remain in a situation just to avoid being alone. Sex addiction. Yeah, this could just be a very lustful connection. Crazy part is, this sex addiction energy also feels like there's not much intimacy going on, period, anyway. Just a bunch of arguing. My way, yeah. The third party wants things to go their way. That could have been one of the main people getting in this person's head, giving them bad advice on decisions that they were making. And this third party, whether male or female, doesn't matter. Take it how it resonates, is very selfish and arrogant. Wants control. This person could have definitely been the same way. And basically, they're realizing with this bad news, they just simply met their match. The same way they behave towards other people, they're just getting it back with one of the main people that they decided to listen to, who didn't mean them well in the first place, who wanted to keep them caged and stuck, to keep them away from other people, closing the cycle. There's an energy that endings are about to happen. Whether this person leaves this third party, whether they stop taking advice from these family and friends, take it how it resonates. But there's some endings, some cycles that are about to be closed, because this person is just, they're at their wits' end. They don't want to be around these people anymore. I miss you, yeah. This person wants to come back towards the very person who they listened to bad advice about. Our main character, the collective. Now they want to come back. You didn't bring them this type of energy, this control, this selfishness, this pride and ego. Brought them love. They could be watching you from a phone. If you have them blocked, they could be using fake pages. But yeah, they're definitely spying. Divine feminine, yeah. Whether you're male or female, you're coming out as a divine person. Just the total package. This person fumbled the total package by listening to what other people had to say, what a envious third party had to say. Family members could have even been jealous of what you had going on. And this person listened, not using their own mind, their own heart, their own intuition, just listen to what other people had to say. And because they're so, what's crazy is they're a manipulator, but they're so easily manipulated. And they believe this man. Massive regrets. This person can't believe that they gave in to all this talk, all these rumors, lies when it came to you. They can't believe that they turned on you. They just can't. They want to take a bite out of that apple again. They don't want this to be over. But you could very well have up strict boundaries because you've seen, your intuition told you how this whole thing was going to play out. Yeah, you knew this was going to come to an end. It was going to backfire. Yeah, backstab. This person played games with you, backstabbed you, was deceptive, a cheater. I mean, we know that with this third party here that popped out very early on. That's a shame. You listened to the wrong things about the main person that cared about you, and now you're in regret. That's wild. But yeah, this person, they're persistent on trying to come back, trying to figure out how to, at least, because you could have some strict boundaries up. But they want to try. They definitely want to try married. Yeah. This person probably feels like you were definitely wife or husband material, and they should have married you. They completely chose wrong. Pop the question in memories. Yeah. They could be going over pictures, old text messages, and really realizing, oh my God, I let the person I should have spent my life with go get away. And they sure did. Sure did. Over nothing. Because there is no gain here. Nothing. Every step they took listening to these people, allowing this third party to control their decisions when it came to you, only caused their own heartbreak. Goodbye. You said goodbye to them, and now they want to say goodbye to these people. This third party. It's just funny how people don't realize what they had until it was gone. That's a shame. Round and round, yeah. You could have felt like this cycle was just a repeating toxic cycle. Just going around and around and around. Police station and spiritual, yeah. This person needs help right now. They're just going through so much chaos and they don't know what to do. They never thought they'd feel this way either. Healing, praying, yeah. This person could have not been big on praying. They are now. This is also the energy of you healing. You prayed your way out of this. God rescued from this situation. Bumping heads, yeah, because this person and whoever they're connected to, it's nothing but conflict. But yeah, God got you out of this drama. This person brought nothing but chaos to you. especially with this third party. You might not have known too much about the family talking about your back or friends, but you knew this third party and they knew about you. Ashamed. Yep, that's how this person feels. Ashamed. Ashamed by the decisions they made. Guilty, embarrassed, and they know they were wrong. They could have always tried to make you feel like you were the problem, you were crazy, they just love to play victim. But deep down inside, when they're alone by themselves at night, it could even be during the day, they know they were wrong. Karmic ties at the bottom of the deck. This person was nothing but a karmic to you anyway. That's all they were. And now they're tied to karmics. And that's what I call karma. Period. Let's get a scripture because this story is just somebody who fumbled a good one. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Yeah. God had his hand on this. He was in control the whole time. He wasn't going to let you get too hurt. Because, I mean, it could have been a painful situation. Your heart could have been broken by the decisions this person made, by the things they allowed. But at the end, God was in complete control the entire time. He saw everything. He wasn't going to let nothing get too far. And now you're out of it. You're healing. This is done. You close this cycle, it's over. And this person just has to sit in the bed they made. God gives us all free will. And this person made their choices. You reap what you sow. The end. So thank you guys for tuning in. If this story resonated, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, God bless.